Who is stronger, a pit bull or a tiger? Of course the tiger. After all, it outweighs the pit bull by 10 times. But have you ever imagined a pit bull the size of a tiger? That's exactly what we'll do today and see which one is stronger. The usual weight of a pit bull is 14 to 27 kilograms, and an Amur tiger is 180 to 300 kilograms. Let's take a pit bull weighing 25 kilograms and add a 0 to it. So, a 250 kilogram pit bull against a 250 kilogram Amur tiger. Overall, the Ussuri tiger can be characterized as a very well-armed and quite technical fighter. The tiger was created as the perfect compromise between speed and strength. The tiger has phenomenal reflexes, excellent coordination, and deadly armament. Fangs up to 8 centimeters and claws up to 7 centimeters, larger and sharper than those of a lion. His goal is not to overpower the victim, not to fight with it, but to kill it immediately. How exactly does the tiger kill its prey? There are rumors about the monstrous power of a tiger's paw strike, and indeed, with one strike, a tiger can crush a human skull. But when attacking larger prey, the paw strike is already less effective. With a swipe of its paw, a tiger can kill mainly small prey, like a fawn or a hare. Sometimes it can break the spine of a larger animal, like an adult deer. But most often, when attacking prey comparable in weight to itself, the tiger does not rely on a paw strike. It is a very unreliable weapon. If it hits the ribs instead of the spine, the deer will escape. Therefore, instead of striking with its paws, it uses grabbing. He grabs the prey with them, then bites the nape, piercing the spine and spinal cord. Sometimes, the tiger hunts a bull or buffalo. Such prey cannot have its spine broken with a blow, or even bitten through. A victim the size of a bull is killed by the tiger through strangulation. Strangulation is practically the only chance to kill such prey. The tiger can strangle a bull by grabbing its throat or nose. Sometimes it first cuts the large tendons on the legs of hoofed animals with its claws. As we can see, the tiger is a very effective killer of large and strong prey. For the tiger, it is very important to perform, so to speak, the perfect kill, instant and with minimal losses to itself. Any strong resistance from the prey is a partial failure of the tiger's plan. The tiger, as a fighter, is distinguished by its ability to attack prey fiercely and fearlessly, but at the same time, it is prone to suddenly losing composure and panicking. The tiger benefits from its technical skill, speed, and weaponry. But on the downside, his panic and reluctance for prolonged tactical combat. If the prey resists, strikes back, and bites, the tiger may retreat, even if he was actually winning on points. That's just his nature. In the wild, the tiger is often a source of constant upsets, unexpected outcomes of a fight. It can kill an Indian elephant weighing 3 tons, or it can lose to a Himalayan bear weighing up to 150 kilograms. The fury of the tiger is immense, but it can be turned into cowardice. Even the fact that young tigers under 3 years old were almost caught bare-handed tells us a lot. After all, no one would think of catching bears with their bare hands, even if they were very young. A captured tiger often experienced such stress that it would die in the first few minutes. The largest recorded prey of a tiger was an Indian elephant. In this case, strangulation was obviously useless, as the elephant's throat cannot be encircled. The elephant is an animal quite sensitive to pain and blood loss, and it is practically defenseless against a tiger, which would jump onto the elephant's back and bite it. That's all that was required of him. Despite the battle lasting all night, the tiger could even rest while hanging on the elephant. The elephant was killed, but this case still remains the nonsense of the century. Obviously, the elephant's tusks and trunk could hardly harm the tiger, so it just had to cling to the elephant and eat it. But if elephants are so defenseless, why do tigers almost never kill them? Perhaps it's just very energy-consuming, as it took the whole night to kill this animal. In any case, the tiger has problems with any prey that is difficult to kill instantly. If you can't yet imagine what a 250-kilogram pit bull would look like, let me explain. The head of a tiger and a pit bull would be the same size. A pit bull, for its small weight of 25 kilograms, has a powerful bite force of 16 atmospheres. Obviously, as the size of the dog's head increases, the bite force will increase, and it can be assumed that if it were the same size as a tiger, the bite force would also be approximately the same as the tiger's, that is, 52 atmospheres. A pit bull can be described as a very persistent fighter. Unlike a tiger, it will not shy away from fighting an equal opponent, and is well adapted for this. He has an incredible will to win. He won't stop until he dies. Even if his guts are hanging out, he will still keep fighting. He will endure any serious injuries and will attack. Therefore, a tactical long fight with a pit bull is a futile endeavor. It is more resilient than a tiger to blood loss and pain shock. Its spirit is stronger, and most importantly, its endurance is higher. The problem with dogs is that they have only one weapon: teeth. A tiger has 3 weapons: teeth and front paws with deadly claws. It's like a person armed with a knife going against a tank. The tiger will try to fight with its paws from a distance, keeping the pit bull at bay. But at the same time, the tiger needs to finish the fight as soon as possible because it has less endurance than the pit bull. And for the tiger, finishing the fight means killing the pit bull. Yes, only a perfect kill. The only place is the throat. If the tiger managed to grab it and do so widely enough around the entire circumference, capturing the arteries, and squeeze, then the pit bull's resistance would soon start to diminish to nothing. The carotid artery is compressed. But what are the chances of that? The pit bull actively resists and can also latch onto the throat. And if suddenly the pit bull manages to latch onto the tiger's throat, then the tiger will have no chance. The pit bull simply won't let go of the cat until it stops moving. And he doesn't care about the injuries the tiger can inflict with its paws. Pit is not a buffalo. You can't cut tendons, not an elephant. You can't eat alive. But is it really possible to kill such a giant in the first 5 minutes, if it's not always possible with buffaloes? The tiger has many tools, and it should win. But the tiger's weak spots are willpower and endurance. So, if a 250-kilogram pit bull lasts more than 15 minutes, the tiger will get tired and try to leave. However, the pit bull will not allow this and will dominate the fight. In summary, the picture is as follows. If the pit bull wins, it will still die from its injuries later, or it might survive by a miracle, but the tiger can win at the very beginning without significant injuries. What do you think? Write in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you soon.